Welcome to my channel. 7 Secret Signs. A woman wants you to make a move on her. Have you ever been around a woman and wondered if she's dropping hints for you to take things to the next level? The truth is, women often communicate their interest in subtle ways that most men overlook. If you've ever doubted yourself or hesitated because you weren't sure you're in the right place today, we're uncovering the 7 secret signs a woman wants you to make a move on her. Here's the deal. Understanding these subtle cues can be a game changer. Why? Because most women won't come out and say, "Hey, I like you, make a move." Instead, they rely on nonverbal signals, body language, and hints that often fly under the radar. If you don't sign number 1, know what to look for, you might miss the opportunity entirely, and she might walk away thinking you're not interested. But don't worry, we're here to make sure that doesn't happen. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to recognize these signs, but also how to respond with confidence and respect. Trust me, spotting these cues is easier than you think when you know what to look for. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into these secret signs now. Before we jump into the signs themselves, let's address something important. Why don't women just say what they want? It's a question many men ask, and the answer lies in how women are socially conditioned for centuries. Women have been encouraged to be subtle and reserved when it comes to showing interest. A lot of this stems from societal expectations and the fear of rejection. They might worry about being judged or coming across as too forward, so instead, they drop hints expecting you to pick up on them. But here's where it gets tricky. While women prefer men who can read the room and catch these subtle signals, they also value respect and emotional intelligence. Reading a situation or assuming interest where there isn't any can backfire. That's why it's so important to recognize these signs with clarity and confidence, while sign number 2, maintaining respect for her boundaries. And here's the best part. Once you learn to spot these signs, your confidence will skyrocket. You'll stop second-guessing yourself, and instead, you'll be able to approach situations with certainty. It's not about playing games. It's about understanding her way of communicating interest. The ability to pick up on the subtle cues is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. It's like having a cheat code for navigating attraction and building meaningful connections. So are you ready to level up your game? Let's move on to the first sign, and trust me, you'll never see social interactions the same way again. Let's start with the first sign. She finds ways to be close to you. If a woman, she finds ways to be close, is interested in you, she will often create opportunities to be in your physical space. This isn't accidental, it's intentional. Whether it's standing next to you at a crowded gathering or choosing the seat closest to you in a room full of options, she's trying to establish a sense of closeness. Pay attention to how often she ends up near you. For instance, if you're in a group setting, and notice she's consistently gravitating towards your side. That's a major clue. Another common sign number 3 tell is how she navigates her way through a room. Does she pass by you more often than necessary? Even casual, seemingly innocent movements like brushing past you or leaning in to grab something can signal her interest. The goal here is simple. She wants you to notice her presence, but she's letting you make the next move. Now onto the second sign. She mirrors your body. She mirrors your body language. Mirroring is a psychological phenomenon that happens when someone's subconscious lie mimics the actions of someone they're attracted to. It's her way of signaling connection and compatibility without using words. Here's how it works. Let's say you're sitting with your legs crossed, and a few moments later she crosses her legs in the same direction. Or maybe you lean forward slightly and she does the same. These subtle actions might seem insignificant, but they're incredibly revealing. Mirroring extends beyond posture. It can include tone, pace of speech, or even energy levels. If you're animated and enthusiastic and she matches that vibe, it's a sign she feels a connection and wants to build rapport. Keep an eye out for these small cues because they're often a window into her true feelings. And now the third sign she initiates playful physical touch. Playful physical touch is one of the most powerful nonverbal ways humans communicate attraction. If she's finding sign number 4, excuses to touch you even lightly, take notice. It might start with something as simple as a tap on your arm when she's laughing at your joke, or brushing something off your shoulder. Think about those moments when she leans into her de-adjust your tie or smooth out a crease on your shirt. These gestures are far from random. They deliberate ways of breaking the touch barrier. It's playful, subtle, and a way for her to test your response while keeping things light and fun. The key here is to pay attention to the frequency and context of these touches. If she's consistently finding reasons to make physical contact, even in the smallest ways, it's a strong sign that she's interested. Remember, women rarely do these things without intention, so don't dismiss them as mere coincidence. Let's dive into the fourth sign. She gives you prolonged eye contact. She gives you prolonged eye contact. Don't lie. And when a woman is interested in you, her gaze often reveals more than words ever could. If she's holding eye contact with you longer than what's considered normal in casual conversation, it's a sign she's focused on you in more ways than one. Prolonged eye contact creates a sense of intimacy. And sign number 5, connection. It's her subtle way of saying, I'm paying attention to you and you have my interest before we proceed. If you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now, let's return to our discussion. But how can you tell if it's romantic or just friendly? Look for the warmth in her eyes and the context of her gaze. Romantic eye contact is often softer, paired with a smile or a light tilt of the head. It's not just about staring, it's about engaging. If her eyes linger even when the conversation shifts, she's giving you a clear signal that she's interested. Don't be afraid to reciprocate. Meeting her gaze confidently can deepen the connection. Next, let's talk about sign number 5. She laughs. She laughs at your jokes, Even the bad one's humor plays a powerful role in attraction. And if she's laughing at your jokes, especially the ones that even, aren't great, it's a sign she's invested in the interaction. Laughter isn't just about finding something funny, it's about creating a bond by laughing. Sign number 6 at your jokes, she's not only encouraging you, but also letting you know she enjoys being around you. The key is to notice the difference between polite chuckles and genuine, wholehearted love. Genuine laughter comes with relaxed body language and often a spark in her eyes. If she leans in closer or lightly touches your arm while laughing, she's amplifying the signal. She might also use humor as a way to connect with you, sharing funny anecdotes or teasing you in a playful way. Pay attention to how she uses laughter to create rapport. It's often one of the strongest indicators of interest. Now, let's move to sign number 6. She asks personal questions. When she asks personal questions, woman is genuinely interested in you. She'll make an effort to learn more about you. This goes beyond casual small talk. She'll ask deeper questions. Things like your favorite hobbies, your plans for the future, or even your family dynamics. It's her way of creating opportunities for meaningful conversations, for instance. She might casually ask about your weekend plans, but her tone and follow-up questions, sign number 7, will signal her deeper curiosity. She's not just filling the silence. She's actively showing that she values your thoughts and wants to understand you better. A great indicator is when she remembers the details you've shared. If she brings up something you mentioned days or even weeks ago, it means she's paying attention. Creating these opportunities for deeper dialogue is a clear sign she's opening the door for you to make a move. Don't hesitate to engage. This is your chance to connect on a more personal level. Let's talk about sign number 7. She compliments you and notices small. She compliments you and notices small details. Details when a woman takes the time to compliment you, it's often a clear sign she's paying attention, and possibly more than just casually compliments, especially when they're thoughtful and specific, are her way of showing admiration and interest. These aren't the generic, you're nice kind of compliments. Instead, they're more personal, like you have a great smile, or I really admire how you stay calm. Under pressure, these indicate she sees something special in you. Pay attention to how she notices the small things. Maybe she points out a unique accessory you're wearing, like a watch or your choice of cog, or perhaps she comments on your personality, saying something like, I love how you always look at things from a different perspective. These observations go beyond surface level interest. They signal that she's genuinely invested in getting to know you. Compliments are her way of creating a connection and encouraging you to feel comfortable around her. If you notice her doing this consistently, it's not by accident. She's giving you a green light, but she's leaving the next move up to. You recognize these moments and respond warmly. It could be the start of something meaningful. Now let's shift gears and discuss how to respond to these signs. When you notice these signals, the most important thing is to stay confident but respectful. Confidence is attractive, but pushing too hard or assuming too much can derail the moment. The key is to acknowledge her interest while maintaining a sense of composure. If she's dropping hints, don't overthink them, then respond naturally. Here's what you should avoid: misinterpreting friendly gestures as romantic interest. Or worse, pressuring her to take things further before she's ready. Respect her boundaries at all times. Attraction should feel effortless, not forced. Instead, focus on actionable steps. To build rapport, use humor to keep the interaction light and fun. For example, if she's complimented, you return the favor with a subtle, genuine compliment of your own. Say something like, "I appreciate that. It's not every day someone notices those things." This not only shows gratitude, but also opens the door for deeper conversation. Another effective approach is to share a personal story. If she's asked about your hobbies or commented on something you're passionate about, use it as an opportunity to connect on a more emotional level. For instance, if she mentions your demeanor, you might share a moment when that trait helped you overcome a challenge. This lets her see the real you and strengthens the bond. Ultimately, your response should reflect interest without overwhelming her. If you match her energy and show genuine curiosity about her thoughts and feelings, you'll naturally build a connection that encourages her to open up even more. Take it slow, enjoy the process, and let the attraction grow organically. Let's address common mistakes men make when it comes to recognizing these signs. The first and most frequent mistake: overlooking obvious signs. Too often men ignore or doubt the signals a woman is giving, either because of insecurity or fear of rejection. Maybe you're thinking she's just being nice, or that can't mean she's interested in me. But here's the reality: if you constantly second guess yourself, you'll likely miss out on opportunities. Learn to trust your instincts and recognize when she's genuinely interested. Another common pitfall is moving too fast or too slow. Pacing is everything. Moving too fast, like trying to escalate things before she's ready, can make her feel uncomfortable or pressured. On the flip side, moving too slowly can signal disinterest, causing her to lose patience or even move. In the key is balance. Match her energy, responds to her cues, and let things progress naturally. Finally, there's the issue of misreading friendliness for interest. Not every compliment or laugh is a sign of romantic attraction. This is where situational awareness becomes crucial. Consider the context. Is she treating everyone the same way, or is she going out of her way for you? Misjudging platonic gestures as romantic can lead to awkward situations, so always stay mindful and respectful. Now let's wrap things up with the conclusion we've covered. 7 secret signs that a woman wants you to make a move on her, from finding ways to be close to you, mirroring your body language and initiating playful touch, to prolonged eye contact, laughing at your jokes, asking personal questions, and complimenting you. These are subtle but powerful ways women communicate their interest. Understanding these signs is critical for building meaningful connections and ensuring you don't miss the moments that matter. Here's the thing: confidence and respect are your greatest allies. Recognizing these cues isn't about being manipulative or overanalyzing every interaction. It's about understanding her communication style and responding in a way that builds trust and mutual attraction. Now it's time to take what you've learned and apply it in your own interactions. Pay attention to the subtle signs, trust yourself, and don't be afraid to make a move when the moment feels right. Attraction is about connection, and connection starts with awareness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more relationship advice. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which sign surprised you the most? And if you're ready to level up your confidence, check out the resources linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.